Hi my friends. In this episode, we are talking about Saam, King Manucher's commander. Saam was a strong and powerful man. He was the king's most trusted man in the palace. In Manucher's coronation, Saam gave a powerful speech and promised the king to protect him and his land with all his power. Saam had the control of the eastern part of Persia. He had a big mansion and he had several wives. Saam had everything, but there was one thing he really wished to have. Saam had several daughters, but no son. He always prayed God to have a son. One day one of his wives gave birth to a baby boy. The baby was beautiful and healthy, but there was something odd about him. His hair was white. It was not something normal at that time. The midwife and other women in the harem did not know how to inform Saam of this incident. Finally the main midwife met Saam and told him that he has a baby boy. The baby is beautiful and healthy, but all his hair is white. Saam was shocked by the news. He was in grief. He believed this was a bad sign and would bring misery to his family. He made a shocking decision. He told his men to take the baby to Alborz mountain and put him there. And keep this a secret. The men did what Saam told them. At the top of Alborz mountain lived a giant legendary bird called Simorg. Simorg saw the baby and flew to catch it as a food for her chickens. But in that moment, God put the baby's love in her heart and Simorg decided to look after the baby instead of eating him. Simorg raised the baby. Time passed and the baby grew up. He was good-looking and strong. Most of the time he exercised among the rocks on the mountain. One day a caravan was passing by. They saw a strong young man exercising in the mountain. His act looked interesting to them. When the caravan arrived the city, they told about what they had seen to others. The news spread around and Saam heard of it too. That night Saam had a dream. He saw a young man on horse arrived and told him, "Hey Saam, be aware. You will soon meet your son." He woke up anxiously. In the morning he went to the palace to discuss country issues with other court men. There he told the court about his dream. And he also revealed his secret that he had abandoned his baby boy. The court told him, "Your son is alive and God is angry of you. You must find him and ask him to forgive you." The other night, Saam had another dream. He saw two men come towards him angrily. They asked Saam, "How can you call yourself a wise man when you abandoned your son? You are not a human." Saam woke up. He was upset. He could not sleep again. He called his army, and they all went to Alborz mountain. There he saw the young man, exercising on the rocks. Simorg saw the commander and his army. She told the young boy, "The man you see on the road, is your father. He has come to take you back to your home." The young man said, "But my home is here, beside you." Simorg said, "I love you so much. All these years you were like my own child. But you belong to human world. Go down and meet your father." Then Simorg gave the man some of her feathers and said, "Whenever you are in trouble and need help, burn one of these feathers, and I will come." The young man went down to the road. Saam was sure he was his son. He hugged the man and wept. Saam asked his son to forgive him and said, "From now on I call you Zaal." Zaal and his father Saam went back home. King Manucher heard of this and invited the father and son to his palace. He greeted them with respect and gave Zaal beautiful gifts. Astronomers said Zaal had a lucky fortune, which made Saam happy. King Manucher also gave Zaal control of some of his eastern territories. Zaal learned all the warrior techniques. After a while, he decided to travel around and have some adventures. In the next episode, we will talk about Zaal and his adventures to the east. Thank you for watching. See you soon.